What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your brother Yamir, and I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and I want to say double honors to the bishops and elders over at Great Millstone, who is teaching us truth and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right, let's get started, guys. So I wanted to do a lesson about adultery, or it's not even really a lesson. I just wanted to read a couple of Bible verses that is dealing with adultery. And this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 20. All right. Son, do what your father tells you, and never forget what your mother taught you. Keep their words with you, always locked in your heart. All right. And the title reads Warning Against Adultery. Okay. Keep their words with you, always locked in your heart. Their teachings will lead you when you travel, protect you at night, and advise you during the day. Their instructions are a shining light. Their correction can teach you how to live. It can keep you away from bad women, from the seductive words of others' men's wives. Don't be tempted by their beauty. Don't be trapped by their flirting eyes. A man can hire a prostitute for the price of a loaf of bread, but adultery will cost him all he has. Can you carry fire against your chest without burning your clothes? Can you walk on hot coals without burning your feet? It is just as dangerous to sleep with another man's wife. Whoever does it will suffer. All right. So with that, I just want to say, you men out there, that get a kick off of sleeping with another man's wife, stop. Just stop. Because there's been many instances where a man has went to go have relations with a married woman, right, over at her house, or not even just at her house, but it could be at a hotel or in public somewhere, and the husband finds out, and then he's angry, and now he wants to kill you and her. Okay. And there's been many situations like that, where that has happened. Same thing goes with you women out there that like to sleep with married men. All right. You sleep with these married men, and that they're married. That's the crazy thing. You know that they're married. And so you get a kick off of sleeping with another woman's husband. All you're doing is like destroying yourself. You will suffer. Woman or man, man or woman, you will suffer. And most of the time, you suffer with your life. Because what happens is that man or that woman, they go into a rage. And all they see is blood. And again, there's been many situations like that. Now, there's been a lot of lucky people out there that have, gotten away from situations like that. But that's called being blessed, or that's a blessing, okay? Because it could have turned out any other way, But yeah, I had one woman come up to me in the grocery store, when we were talking, and I didn't know she was married. I didn't see a ring or anything, but I was telling her that she was, an Israelite or whatever, and I was reading her the scriptures and showing her, who she was in the Bible, telling her who she was in the Bible, what tribe she came from, and she was just looking at me all like flirtatious, and I'm like, and it was so bad to the point where her daughter, her younger child had to like hit her mom on the backside, like, Mom, stop. I'm guessing because the mom must do this, on a regular, and so the little girl had to keep her mom in check. That was crazy to me, and so I had to ask her, I'm like, okay, so I got a question. Are you married? Because she was just looking at me with flirting eyes, as verse 25 says, and I'm like, she like, why are you looking at me like that? I'm like, because you're looking at me like that. Like, why are you looking at me like that? You know, that's why I'm looking at you like that. Like, what's up? You know? And so she's like, I'm like, so are you married? I stopped the conversation and I'm like, are you married? Do you got a husband? And she was like, you know, she kind of like didn't want to say it, but then she was like, yeah. I was like, that's crazy. You need to stay faithful to your husband. You need to stop all that for real. You need to stop all that. And so as I walked away, I was like, you need to be faithful to your husband. Stop all that smiling in men's faces and stuff. And I walked away, and she was like, as she was going down the aisle, her aisle, and I was going down the aisle I was going down, she yelled out, I like that. And I looked back like, are you serious? You know, and so I'm glad that I had the wisdom, you know, and discernment, you know, because like, where is that? It says that it'll be a trap or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, verse 25. Don't be tempted by their beauty. Don't be trapped by their flirting eyes. It would have been a trap, you know? That's exactly what it would have been. A trap. I would have walked into a trap, not knowing that this lady was married. And let me tell you something. A lot of people, you know, they don't ask, are you married? You know, and that's the first question that a person should ask when, you know, talking to another woman or, you know, another man. That is the first question you should ask. Are you married? Because, see, that question saves you from a lot of trouble. Okay? It saves you from a lot of trouble. You know, when I'm meeting somebody and they, you know, like talking to me in a flirtatious way or, you know, trying to date me, and my first question is, are you married? Because, see, I don't want those problems. I don't want those problems. You can have those problems, you know. I don't like dealing with married people, you know. And so if I later find out that you're married and you lied to me, then I cut you off and I never speak to you again, you know. But just be careful out there. Stop, you know, messing around with married people, you know, because times are going to get hard really soon. And there's going to be a lot of deaths out here. A lot, you know. And many of those deaths are going to be from married people sleeping around on their mate. Okay. So it's important that you, you know, ask that question, are you married? And if they say no, then you proceed. But another man has no reason to be speaking to another man's wife. Just like a woman has no reason to be speaking to another woman's husband. Okay? Period. That's it. That's all. So with that, I want to say shalom until the next one.